So you're thinking about moving to Frisco, Texas, and why not? It has been voted the #1 city in America multiple times. You may be moving here from out of state, or you might just not be familiar with the area. And before you decide to plant roots, start a family, or buy a home, which is a big decision, you would like to know the pros and cons of Frisco, Texas. Hi everyone, if we haven't met yet, I'm Troy Sage, local realtor, and I've been helping people just like you buy and sell homes for over 15 years. In this video, I'm going to discuss the pros and the cons of the #1 city in America, Sports City, Frisco, Texas. So grab a cup of coffee and let's dive in. Frisco, Texas is located roughly 27 miles north of downtown Dallas and approximately 23 miles northeast of the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, which makes it great for commuting. The location is wonderful. You're roughly 30 minutes from either the airport or downtown Dallas, depending on the time of the day and depending on the route in which you drive. So location is fantastic, but what has hailed this city to be the #1 city in America multiple times and one of the safest cities in the country? Let's dive into some of the pros of Frisco, Texas. One of the first things you'll notice about Frisco, Texas is that Southern hospitality is more than just a catchphrase. You simply can't help but to notice the friendliness of the people in Frisco. It's not uncommon to hear expressions of gratitude and politeness like please, thank you, yes sir, and yes ma'am. It's really refreshing if you're coming from another area where that is not so common. A particular endearing gesture of kindness that I've noticed here in Frisco is that people make eye contact and they actually hold the door for you. I know it's a small thing, but it is really cool to experience such friendliness of the residents here in Frisco, Texas. The city reflects its residents with a long list of community events that include coffee with the mayor, seasonal and holiday events, and a ton of multicultural events normally held at the square. You will notice that the neighborhoods and communities in Frisco have their own vibe and their own character, and the neighborhoods come alive with community events like softball, basketball, pickleball, and everything from garage sales to holiday events for the family. And the good neighbor quote is not just a cliche here in Frisco. The neighbors actually have compassion and they care for each other. From grabbing packages off your porch while you're out of town to mowing your lawn. Yes, that actually happened for me. My neighbor mowed my lawn for me when I was out of town, so thank you for taking care of my grass. And if you're watching this video from out of town and you've never experienced such a tightly knit, wonderful community, you've got to come to Frisco and check this out for yourself. The community kindness extends past the neighborhood and it translates into the schools, which is our pro #2, schools in Frisco, Texas. Schools are extremely important, and Frisco, Texas has an exceptional education system. Frisco ISD consists of 44 elementary schools, 19 middle schools, and 12 high schools, plus 3 additional school facilities. That's a whopping 78 campuses. And you might be wondering, why so many campuses? One of the reasons for so many campuses is that Frisco ISD is focused on a low student to teacher ratio, where it's currently roughly 17 students for every 1 teacher, which is fantastic for education as students are getting personal attention. The combination of excellent teachers and small class sizes is attributing to the 99.3% attendance record and the 98.3% graduation rate. And 90% of Frisco students meet or exceed national standards, with ACT scores averaging 25.7 and SAT scores averaging 1150. In addition to academics, the school system also supports a plethora of sports. Everything from cross country, basketball, baseball, swimming, and golf, and of course, Texas football. If you're moving here from out of area or especially from out of state, you will be absolutely amazed with the sports facilities and the size of the stadiums for the football teams. So the location is fantastic and the schools are exceptional. But what about the economics? That brings us to pro #3, the economics of Frisco, Texas. When it comes to the economy and growth, everyone knows that Dallas is a business city. However, this charming city is rising in the ranks of economy and business building. Frisco is actually projected to surpass Dallas with office space and businesses by 2030. So Frisco is definitely challenging the supremacy of downtown Dallas. The secret to Frisco's economic growth is its laser focus on progress. With state-of-the-art high-rises and well-planned neighborhoods, companies large and small are flocking to Frisco. This is cementing the economic growth in Frisco, Texas. So living in Frisco, Texas, or the surrounding communities of Prosper, Salina, Little Elm, Albury, and McKinney puts you at the heart of everything that's happening in North Dallas, Texas. Job seekers will find the employment scene exceptionally promising, with an unemployment rate of only 3.7%, which is substantially lower than the national average of 6%. And in regards to income, Frisco really shines with an average household income of over $128,000 a year. Businesses are moving to Frisco, Texas due to the friendly business atmosphere with low tax and overall freedom. But all work and no play makes for a dull day, so let's move on to pro number 4, which is outdoor life in Frisco. The city's commitment to parks and outdoor life is evident throughout the city. Frisco has over 1,600 acres of parkland with over 50 local parks. And if you like hiking and biking, you're in for a treat. Frisco has over 90 miles of hiking and biking trails with different terrains and different elevations, so the hiking and biking area is perfect for anyone at any exercise level. After a day of outdoor activities, you have no doubt worked up an appetite, and you're in for a treat because Frisco has a diverse and delicious list of cuisines throughout the entire city. If you're in town, you may just catch me at Pizzeria Testa, which is located in the square, the community grill that has amazing comfort food and burgers. And when I'm in the mood for barbecue, I'm usually at Tenders. If retail therapy is your thing, Frisco has you covered. The Stonebriar Center is one of the largest malls and shopping areas in all of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Everything from big anchor stores like Nordstrom, Macy's, and JCPenney to small mom and pop boutiques that offer unique products in a very unique city. Now, I do have people ask me, what about lake activities? Yep, Frisco has you covered there too. For those seeking aquatic adventures, several beautiful lakes are just a short drive away, with close proximity to Louisville Lake, Lavon Lake, Grapevine Lake, and Lake Ray Hubbard. They are all within 40 minutes or less from Frisco. Water sports are great, but how did Frisco get the nickname Sports City USA? That brings us to the next pro, sports in Frisco. Frisco is a dream come true for sports enthusiasts. Frisco is the home to the Star, which is the training center for the Dallas Cowboys and the headquarters for the Dallas Cowboys. The Star also features shopping, restaurants, bars, and entertainment. And if you're a Cowboys fan, and who isn't, you've got to check out the Star. Frisco is also home to the U.S. Soccer Hall of Fame and the home of Major League Soccer FC Dallas team. FC Dallas plays their home games at the Toyota Stadium, which, by the way, seats over 20,000 people, and in between home games, Toyota Stadium will host events like concerts, high school football games, and rugby games. So we have football and soccer covered, but we're not done yet. Frisco is home to the Frisco Rough Riders, which is the AA League team for the Texas Rangers, and they play at Dr. Pepper Park, which is widely recognized as one of the best ballparks in minor league baseball by the MILB. If you like hockey, you'll love Comerica Center, which is the training facility and practice facility for the Dallas Stars. Comerica Center is open to the general public, so you and your family can go check out a practice. Comerica Center is also home to the NBA G League for the Dallas Mavericks. And last but not least, Frisco is the home to the PGA headquarters. This new state-of-the-art facility features an amazing golf course, a PGA coaching center, and so much more. Plus, it's adjacent to the new Omni Resort. Now, I think it's safe to say you can see why Frisco is called Sports City USA. Now, with all these activities, you might be asking, if I move to Frisco, how safe is Frisco? That brings us to pro number 6, safety in Frisco. For the second year in a row, Frisco ranks number 1 safest city in America, according to smartasset.com. And according to neighborscout.com, which uses FBI data, the study found that Frisco had the 4th lowest violent crime rate in the nation. I can tell you it's very exciting living in the city that is the number 1 safest city in America. In this rapidly growing era, you will find some of the most innovative and beautiful homes in all of Texas, which brings us to pro number 7, housing. From townhouses and condos to master plan communities and sprawling ranches, Frisco has it all. One thing that you'll notice from neighborhood to neighborhood that there's slightly a different vibe in each area, but the sense of community remains the same throughout the entire city. If you're into that old town feeling, the Rail District might be right up your alley, or if you want the more hip kind of feel, the Square might suit your fancy. For golf lovers, we have golf course communities, and of course the PGA, they're building beautiful homes around the golf course. And if you're 55 and older and you're still active, there are active communities in Frisco as well. One of the newest areas is Fields of Frisco. This is still under development, but when it is done, it will be over 2,500 acres. It will have retail, businesses, condos, apartments, and single-family residences. It will be very exclusive, and it's going to be located by the PGA headquarters and by the Dallas North Tollway. Home prices range from the mid $300,000 up to multi-million-dollar homes, so Frisco truly has something for everyone. So that's a list of some of the pros, but we know life isn't perfect, so let's dig into some of the cons of Frisco, Texas. The first con that I can think of is the weather. Now, I grew up in Michigan, so I'm used to 4 seasons, but I will tell you, here in Frisco, you could experience 2 or 3 seasons in just a week. Now, that being said, let me give you some averages of what to expect for the weather here. In the spring, the weather is beautiful and mild with average temperatures between 70 and 80 degrees, but in the summer, things change quite a bit. Your average temperatures are going to be in the upper 80s to lower 90s, and you will see temperatures go above 100 degrees in the summer. In the fall, the temperatures will drop back down into the 80s and even down into the mid to upper 60s, and then in the winter, you're going to average 60 to 70 degrees, and at night it's going to get substantially cooler. Now, this being said, the averages are what they are, but don't be surprised if during the spring you're driving down the road and you see a rain cluster coming and it winds up being hail. That is one thing I had to get used to being in Frisco, is the hail. To be prepared for Mother Nature to change the weather at any point in time, I normally suggest having a jacket, some water, and an umbrella in your car at all times. Speaking of in your car, let's talk about con number 2, and that is traffic in Frisco, Texas. Now, I don't mean New York City style traffic, but in Frisco, Texas, you will experience traffic and traffic jams. Also keep in mind, with over 78 school campuses on the surface roads, you are going to run into pockets where the speed limit in Frisco, Texas for schools is 20 miles an hour. And I will honestly tell you that doesn't mean 21 miles an hour. The residents of Frisco are very proud and very protective of their children, and so are the police. They will actually hang out by the schools to make sure everyone's going 20 miles an hour. This being said, during certain times of day, you will experience that kind of traffic jam in the school areas. Besides the surface streets, there are some major roads, freeways, and arteries that will get you from point A to point B as quick as possible. In the north of Frisco is the 380 that travels east to west. The south part of Frisco has the 121 that travels east to west. And if you want to go north and south, there's the 75, which is close to McKinney, and then the Dallas North Tollway. Keep in mind that the tollways will actually cost you a little bit of money to travel on those roads, but it saves you a bit of time. Frisco is rapidly growing, so you are going to experience some traffic, and you're also going to experience this next con, which is housing. The real estate market in Frisco is thriving, and that comes with a heavy price tag. While it's possible to find homes in the mid $300,000 range, the median sales price of homes in the Frisco area are between $500,000 and $600,000. This elevated pricing is mainly due to the ongoing development and a supply and demand imbalance, which puts Frisco's market in a constant state of appreciation. And this is where the old real estate adage absolutely comes true. Don't wait to buy real estate and wait. Those who invest in the Frisco housing market now are almost assured to benefit in the future. Navigating the Frisco housing market is absolutely a challenge, and everyone's individual needs are unique. This is why it is important that you have a solid game plan before you decide to buy anywhere, including Frisco. Our team is here to provide you with personalized guidance and a solid game plan, helping you purchase your next home or your move here to Frisco. We believe that finding the right deal in any market is possible. People buy and sell homes in every type of market, and we are here to assist you. If you're considering making a move to Frisco, reach out to us. Let's spend some time together so we can talk about your uniqueness and how to customize a game plan that suits you and your family. All of my contact information is in the description below. If you found this information in the video useful, click subscribe and the bell so you're updated every time we upload another video. Until next time, my friends, make it a great day.